Hi, kindergartners at Strawbridge. How are you? It's Mrs. Graybill again from Tinkergarten. Looks like I have something on my shirt. That's not surprising. Okay, so in previous weeks we've talked about the golden tortoise beetle, which was last week. And the first week we talked about the bear. And 2 weeks ago we talked about the chipmunk. Today I'm going to give you a few hints and then we're going to talk about our next living thing. So here's some hints. This creature lives in water. This creature is longer than a school bus, 60 feet long, and weighs more than 2 elephants. That's 66,000 pounds. This creature sings to communicate. This creature has a blowhole and can hold its breath for 30 minutes to dive deep down in the ocean. These creatures are great travelers. They spend their summers in the North and South Poles and swim all the way to the equator for the winter. Do you have any idea which animal I'm about to tell you about? I think you probably guessed it. The whale, but not just any whale, the humpback whale. Okay, so humans breathe through their nose and mouth, but whales have a blowhole at the top of their head. And actually, humpback whales have 2 blowholes, which is pretty amazing. Have you ever wondered what it might feel like to breathe like a whale? They use their blowhole like nostrils, so like your nose. That's what they use their blowhole like. Point to your nostrils. Can you show me? They're probably under your mask, so just show me, not by taking your mask off. I don't want to get anybody in trouble. Okay, something about their tails. One of the most special parts about the humpback whale are their giant tails. Each humpback whale's tails has its own special pattern. I bet you didn't know that. So, and then splashing. So when breaching is when a whale lifts most of its body out of the water, and humpback whales can use their powerful fluke, or otherwise known as their tail fin, to launch themselves out of the water. And while many other whales species breach, humpback whales breach the most. That's pretty cool. And then finally, I'm going to give you some additional facts. The humpback whale is famous for its acrobatic moves. So it's breaching, which it's doing in this picture. This involves the whale launching itself out of the water and returning with a huge splash. The humpback whale does not have any teeth. They have baleen plates, which are comb-like bristles, kind of like your hairbrush, and they act like a giant sieve, filtering food from the water. Humpbacks are known for singing loud, complex songs, lasting up to 30 minutes long. The sounds they make are the most varied in the animal kingdom, ranging from very high-pitched squeals to very low whistles and like rumbling gurgles, like. And I'm gonna send you I'm gonna send your teacher, Miss Miller, a little link to what that sounds like. Humpback whales have black and white patterns on the underside of their tails, and each whale has its own unique pattern. So that's super, super cool. I'm actually going to read you, before I do that, let me see. I'm going to show you this page just because I have this really neat book and I want to show you. So where I told you about the humpback whale, but this here is another kind of whale. I don't even know if I can put it all on the screen at one time. It's so large. This is the blue whale. So let me see if I can back up a little bit so you can kind of see the whole deal here. The biggest animal of all. The blue whale is the biggest animal that has ever lived. So this isn't the humpback, this is the blue whale. But I had this neat book, so I just wanted to show you. Thought that was kind of cool. The blue whale is the biggest animal that has ever lived, even bigger than the biggest dinosaur. The blue whales weigh more than a medium-sized plane, and they're over 100 feet long, longer than a tennis court. Whales come up to the surface to breathe air through their breathing holes, which we found out is a blowhole. Remember, humpbacks have 2. The biggest whales eat tiny living things that float in the water, and sometimes the amount they eat in a day adds up to the weight of a hippopotamus. Woo, that's crazy. A blue whale's tongue alone is as heavy as an elephant. Its mouth can hold enough water to fill 400 bathtubs. That's wild. Some animals called barnacles live on a whale's skin. So that's all whales, humpbacks, blue whales, baleen whales. Blue whales' calls are the loudest made by any animal. So this is a blue whale here, and it has the loudest sound. Even when baby blue whales are born, they're already longer and heavier than most cars. Can you imagine a baby as big as a car? If you ever see a whale, you'll probably only see a tiny bit sticking above the water. These tail fins are so wide that a horse could fit on each one. This seal is around 6 feet long, so that's about as tall as probably one of your parents. This is a beluga or a white whale. Even though it looks tiny next to the blue whale, it is much bigger than a person. That's about a couple different whales there. So beluga, blue whale, baby blue whale, humpback. Interesting facts there. All right, and then I'm going to read a fiction story to you called We Are Water Protectors. Make sure you can see it. Water is the first medicine, Nokomis told me. We come from water. It nourished us inside our mother's body, and it nourishes us here on Mother Earth. Water is sacred, she said. We stand with our songs and with our dreams. We are still here. The river's rhythm runs through my veins, runs through my people's veins. My people talk of a black snake that will destroy the land. Spoil the water, poison plants and animals, wreck everything in its path. When my people first spoke of the black snake, they foretold that it wouldn't come for many, many years. Now the black snake is here. Its venom burns the land, courses through the water, making it unfit to drink. Take courage, I must keep the black snake away from my village's waters. I must rally my people together. To stand for the water, to stand for the land, to stand as one against the black snake. We stand with our songs and our dreams. We are still here. It will not be easy. We fight for those who cannot fight for themselves. The winged ones, the crawling ones. The four-legged, the two-legged, the plants, the trees, rivers, and lakes. Beautiful illustration. Wow. The earth. We are all related. Tears like waterfalls stream down, tracks down my face, tracks down my people's faces. Water has its own spirit, Nokomis told me. Water is alive. Water remembers our ancestors who came before us, she said. We stand with our songs and our dreams. We are still here. We are stewards of the earth. Our spirits have not been broken. We are water protectors. We stand. The black snake is in it for the fight of its life. So that story was called We Are Water Protectors. And really all this book is about, the main idea, is that we're all in charge of keeping our planet healthy and safe for everybody to live in, and especially for future generations to come. So there's lots of things you can do to save water. One of the major ones that you do every single day is when you brush your teeth, you can flip the water off while you're brushing your teeth. And it just saves a tiny bit of water. And that helps. That goes a long way. If everybody does their part, tries to keep trash off of your driveway and off of your out of your yard, and if you see something on the sidewalk when you're walking, you can find a way to pick it up in a way that you don't get yucky. If it's trash that you're not really supposed to touch, make sure you tell an adult. But we're all in charge of keeping our plants and our animals and our water and our neighborhoods and all those things clean and safe. So we all play a part, and you can make a difference even as a kid. So today we talked about the blue whale, and we talked about the humpback whale, and we talked about the beluga whale, and we talked a little bit about water and how we are all water protectors. And next time I see you, we're either going to be talking about the mushroom, the lion, the California condor, the earth, or the megalosaurus. Looking forward to it. I love spending 10 minutes with you today, and I'll see you soon. Bye.